Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, go ahead and click subscribe. And even if you're not new here, bitch, click subscribe anyways because I need all the fucking subscribers I can get. And I got new videos every Friday. Okay, when I uploaded my last storytime video, my friend Alexis had commented under it. Ever since then, I've been thinking about the time I was high as fuck and I got banned from Chick-Fil-A. I've been really wanting to tell this story, but the story itself is really short. So that made me think of similar small stories I could tell that can kind of make this video longer. So these are the most embarrassing things I've done while I'm either drunk or fucking high. So let me just start at the very first time I got drunk. So the very first time I got drunk, it was back in 7th grade. And nobody in 7th grade had really ever got drunk before. Nobody in my friend group, nobody really in the school had ever got drunk before. So me being the attention-seeking little fucking kid that I was, I just needed to be the first one to do it in my grade. Okay, so at the time my sister was a freshman in high school. She was in 9th grade. She hadn't drank before either. So basically I concocted this plan with my sister that we were both gonna get drunk that upcoming Friday. I started telling all my friends like, this Friday I'm gonna get fucked up. I'm gonna be so fucking drunk. And all my friends were like, oh my god, no way, like better record it or we're not gonna believe you. And I was like, duh, bitch. So this was when Snapchat first came out. So I was telling all my friends to add me on Snapchat and I was just trying to be so fucking cool. I look back and I want to beat my little big ass up because that shit's just fucking unacceptable. Okay, so Friday rolls around right after school. On the way home, me and my sister stopped to get McDonald's. So we get some McDonald's, you know, I get my little order or whatever. We get to the person's house that we were gonna drink at. So literally right off the bat, we all start playing drinking games. We're playing beer pong, we're playing waterfall, we're playing flip cup, like all the fucking drinking games you could think of, we're playing. Right off the bat, everybody's getting drunk pretty fast. Back then, I really didn't understand how alcohol worked, and even now I really don't understand. Basically, if you're bigger like me, it takes you more drinks to get fucked up. And I didn't fucking know that. So I was literally looking at everybody like, why the fuck are y'all all drunk? Like, what the fuck is going on? And at the time, I literally was not drunk. I wasn't buzzed. I wasn't feeling anything. So the whole time I'm snapping and I was not drunk. And I was like, oh my god, I want to be drunk. Like, why the fuck am I not getting drunk? So I start chugging a fucking bottle of Fireball. I still don't feel anything because obviously alcohol takes a minute to kick in. So I just keep drinking and drinking and drinking. So that shit hit me all at fucking once. Literally, I was so fucking fucked up. I couldn't even fucking walk. I was acting fucking crazy. I was just doing too fucking much. And I'm over here snapping, showing all my friends like, yeah, I'm so cool, like, ah. I was doing way too fucking much and somebody needed to beat my ass. So I start eating my McDonald's. Okay, so basically when I eat real fast and I don't really chew a lot because I'm a fat ass bitch. I'm just trying to get as much food in as possible. So we start playing another round of beer pong. And at this point, I'm just completely fucked up. Like, it wasn't happening for me. Out of nowhere, I just got like really fucking dizzy. I was like seeing triple. It was just not a good fucking time. And instantly I felt the feeling that I needed to throw up. So I run to the bathroom. Instead of throwing up in the toilet like a fucking normal person, I end up throwing all over the fucking sink. So everybody runs after me and they're like, oh my god, are you okay? All my throw up is chunky. Like, you can see basically everything I ate, and it didn't really digest because I had just finished eating. Oh my god, this is so fucking nasty. I can't believe I'm putting this on the fucking internet. And this fucking throw up is not no normal throw up. You can literally see what the fuck I had just eaten, so you can see everything in this throw up. So for some reason in my fucking demented ass brain thought it was okay to eat the fucking fries that I had just threw up because they were still good and I wasn't going to waste my money. So my ass was literally sitting there picking up the fucking fries being like, they're still good, I'm not wasting my money, and I fucking ate my thrown up fries. Okay, so yeah, the first time I threw up, I fucking ate my own throw up fries. First time I threw up. Okay, so this story is also gross and embarrassing, and this took place a couple months ago, like at the beginning of the school year. So it was me and all my friends, and we were all at this park, and we were all smoking. So I'm sitting there smoking. Everybody that smokes can kind of relate to this. When you smoke, you get caught in mouth like a hoe. Like, your mouth is so fucking dry. And I literally had no fucking drink. My mouth was dry as fuck, and I needed to drink something. So at this park, I found a water bottle that was on the floor, and I was like, you know what? I'ma fucking drink it, because I was thirsty. And please mind you, this water bottle was already fucking opened. Who knows how long it had been sitting there? Who knows who fucking water bottle that was? Someone who had fucking herpes could have drinking out of that water bottle before me, and I didn't even fucking know. But my ass, since I was high as fuck, I thought it was a good idea that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna drink this water. So I end up opening this hot ass water. This water was hot as fuck. I end up drinking some. Right after I drank the water, it just didn't sit right in my stomach. I ended up throwing up profusely because of this hot ass water. And I'm not talking about no little baby throw up like I'm talking about some bleh, like where it gets all over everything, literally all over the fucking place. It was so fucking embarrassing, but literally I threw up all over everything at that fucking park. It was fucking disgusting. Okay, so anyways, moving on from throw up. This next thing is something I do quite frequently when I get drunk. So every time I get drunk, I don't fucking know, it's so fucking hard to walk, like everything moves. I'm too fucking big for all that shit. So for some reason, I think crawling is so much fucking easier. So I'll literally crawl to wherever I need to go. I actually do this a lot, more fucking often than I should admit. It's honestly so fucking embarrassing. When I'm drunk, I know it's embarrassing, but I do it fucking anyways because it's the only way I can get from point A to point B without like falling fucking over. So I'll literally crawl to wherever I need to get to, and I actually have a video of this.
When you told turned up. Say, hey, we didn't have to go to the damn ugly ass Carly party.
This story is honestly probably the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. I'm honestly so embarrassed that I even did this. And the only reason I did this is because I was high as fuck and I was not in my right state of mind. The sober me would have never fucking did this. And this is the main reason why I stopped smoking, because shit like this would happen way too fucking often and it was just ridiculous. So it's like 7 in the morning. My friends come pick me up. School starts at 8:45. We end up getting high as fuck. When we finish smoking, it's around 8:20, 8:30. So I was like, you know what? Let's go to McDonald's. My dumb high ass didn't realize that the fucking money I had spent on weed that I just fucking smoked, and I did not have no money for food. So we're already at McDonald's by the time I realized this, and I was like, fuck, I don't have no fucking money. So my friend was like, oh my god, I only have enough for me. Like, you know, I would buy you something if I had the money. I was like, no, it's good, it's whatever. Like, let's just go back to school. So my friends end up ordering, they get their food. And on the way out, as we're walking out, so I kind of look over and I notice this table. No one's sitting at this table, and God gave me a chicken biscuit. And it was just a nice chicken biscuit sitting there wrapped up. Nobody had fucking touched it. It was just sitting there. And I did what any dumbass, hungry ass, high ass person would do. I take this chicken biscuit sandwich and I go to my friend's car with it. And where my friend parked her car was like in the drive-thru area. So basically we backed up because there was a line for the drive-thru. So we're just kind of sitting there and they're eating. I noticed a McDonald's worker coming out from the bathroom to like the front area. And I see her talking to the cash register lady. And then they point out the car. So the second they point out the car, I'm like, oh my god, they're pointing, they're pointing. My friends look up and they didn't see anybody pointing. And they're like, oh my god, you're tripping. They didn't point at us. You're just high and paranoid. Probably pointing at the drive-thru that is backed up. They're not worried about you. So I brush it off and I start unwrapping this chicken biscuit. And literally as I'm unwrapping it, this worker comes out of the McDonald's, comes up to our car, opens my door, and literally snatches the chicken biscuit out of my fucking hand. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I thought someone left it. And she goes, and she goes right back inside. And it was the most embarrassing thing that's ever fucking happened to me. She still works at that McDonald's, so every time I go to that McDonald's, it's awkward as fuck. Jumping straight into the last story. So this is the time I got fucking banned from Chick-Fil-A. My friends Destiny and Alexis have been planning all week that they wanted to go get piercing. So they were like, oh my god, you should come, blah blah blah, we'll get high before, it'll be fun. So I was like, okay, whatever, bet. Alexis used to work at Chick-Fil-A, but she got fired. Sorry Alexis for putting your business out there. So they normally would pay her Thursday. Because she got fired, they said they would mail her check through the mail. She wasn't going to be able to get it till Friday. It was a Thursday and we wanted to go get our piercing. So she knew they had her check, they just hadn't mailed it out to her yet. She was like, fuck, I need that money, like I want that money now, I don't want to wait till tomorrow. I was like, girl, why don't you just say you're going out of town and that they need to bring you your money? So she was like, oh my god, that's such a good idea. So she calls them and she basically explains to them that she's going out of town later on that night and that she needs her money right now. And that they were like, oh, okay, we understand. You can come get it whenever, blah, blah, blah. So she was like, okay, I'm finna be on my way. We start smoking on the way to Chick-Fil-A. So we get to Chick-Fil-A, it's lunch hour, it was packed as fuck. So I'm high as fuck at this point. So basically, when we get there, there's a big line. We wait in this big ass line. We finally get called up to the front. The person at the cash register is the manager. So she's like, hey, you told me that I could come in whenever I wanted for my paycheck. I'm here for my paycheck. And he automatically catches like an attitude. He goes, wait, the customers are always first. Stand aside. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with him, but he needed to bring it down a couple notches. And I literally said, girl, why would he tell us to come up here at whatever time if he still haven't gave you your check? And she's like, he gonna give it to us. Hold on, stop being extra. We start waiting to the side and we wait for this line to go down. I was like, oh my god, y'all need to hurry up and run her check. This is against the law. Y'all gonna pay her. This is a race thing. It's because she's African American. So my fat ass decides it's a good idea to jump on this fucking table. So I get up on this table and I'm like, they racist and don't accept our business, blah blah blah. So then this worker comes and it's this girl and she's like, y'all need to calm down or we're gonna have to kick y'all out the store. I said, kick us out the store for what? She needs her check. Just run her check and we'll be gone. So the whole time the manager's still taking orders and he starts looking at me. He starts getting really aggravated and agitated like any other normal human being would, because I'm honestly so fucking annoying. So I literally start acting a fucking fool and I'm literally yelling. I'm like, y'all need to hurry up, blah blah blah, doing the fucking mo. The manager finally stops what he's doing midway and he goes, you need to get down. You need to get down right now. I said, okay, are y'all gonna run her check? Literally, I was acting like this was my check. Alexis really calmed throughout the whole thing and this is when she started getting mad. She was like, no, like, why would you tell me to come up here if my check's not ready? Like, doesn't make any sense. He goes, I never said it wasn't ready. It's in the back. I'm just doing something and you can wait. She's like, but you said I could come at any time. I told you I was gonna come right now. It don't take that long. All you gotta do is hand me my check. That's it. And he goes, well, do you have your uniform? She said no. And then he goes, well, I'm not giving you your check until I have your uniform. And she got so fucking mad. She goes, why the fuck would I want your little dusty ass Chick-Fil-A uniform? What the fuck am I finna do with that. Like, I'm finna really wear that out to the mall. So she starts going off on him. I honestly would not be Anthony if I did not add my 2 cents into their conversation. So I said, hold on. I said, what her uniform got to do with it? One of them white employees quit. You gonna make them turn in their uniform before they get their check? He starts fixing his mouth to say yeah. So he's like, yeah. And I said, no. You got me fucked up. You're the white devil. I'm finna call the NAACP up in here and we gonna make this a scene. He starts going off on me. We start arguing back and forth. And Alexa's like, Anthony, shut up. He finna just go give me my check and we finna be over with this. So basically I start calming down and then he's like, well, you're just gonna have to bring our uniform back another day. So he goes, gets her like check, he hands it to her. So basically as I'm walking, cussing him out, he starts following me and I'm like, bitch, you're trying to rape me, you a kidnapper, get the fuck, blah blah blah. So he's like, okay, if I ever see you back here again, I'm calling the police, blah blah blah. Don't ever show your face here. I don't know if I was really banned, because I know when you get banned from somewhere you have to like sign papers and shit. I never did all that because he didn't have time to talk to my ass. So after that we just left and that was basically it. If you made it this far, go ahead and click subscribe, like this video, comment, do all that good shit like I've been told y'all to.